guys, it's Deidre from Our Upcycled Life, and today I'm going to show you how to create this veggie sign for your garden. This was made on a brand new piece of pine, and I'm going to show you the technique I used to give it the weathered and chippy look. It's super easy, and you probably have all the ingredients in your house to create it yourself. So today I'm going to give you a step-by-step tutorial so you can make one all on your own. If you love DIY, upcycling, and repurposing, I'm always creating lots of great content. So make sure you like, subscribe, and follow along. This is a brand new piece of pine that I had. It's 17 inches by 4.5 inches long. We want to give this board a real old, weathered, rustic look. So just take a hammer and just hit around all the little edges and dents and just make it look like it's been around for 100 years. Just pound away. Next I have some Minwax stain, and I just have a little cloth. I always like to wear gloves because if not it really stains your hands. And I'm just going to spread it along the board, and it just makes it look old and gets rid of that brand new pine color. Okay, and there's our board all stained up, and see how the hammer made all the little nooks and crannies in it and makes it look really old. Now I'm going to put a light coat of just black chalk paint over the whole surface, and then I'm going to take a rag and just wipe off the excess. I just want it kind of lightly coated, and I want the brown to peek through. Okay, now this is a fun step. I just use Elmer's school glue, and you're just going to spread a liberal amount on the board. I just kind of, because it's such a big bottle, I'm just going to dump a little bit on the board. And then I'm going to get my paintbrush, and I'm going to evenly disperse it along the whole top of the board. So what this is going to do is, when I put the next coat of paint on the top, as the glue dries with the paint on top, it's going to give that real crackled old wood look. Okay, we've finished putting all the glue on, and you want to let it sit for about 10 minutes. You want it to start getting tacky. And then you're going to put on long strokes of the white chalk paint. You don't want a lot of short strokes because that affects the way that it crackles. So you're just going to take long strokes with lots of paint on your brush and go from one end right to the other. You'll see by 10 or 15 minutes the glue and the paint will start to dry, and you'll see the crackles show up. And now I'm just going to take my sanding block, and I'm going to give it a real good last sand all over the corners, just to show and expose all those little dents and nooks and crannies that I made with that hammer. Now, because I just find that the white is too brilliant, I'm just going to take that rag that I used in the beginning with a little bit of stain on it and just rub it over that white paint just to dull it a little bit, gives it that antique finish, and just kind of lightly rub it all over, and then it really makes the grains in the paint stand out. Okay, we're all ready for the graphics. Now you have to make these graphics on a LaserJet printer. It will not work with an inkjet printer. And I make all my graphics in PicMonkey. It's a paid subscription, but I use it almost every day, so it's really worthwhile for me. Okay, Okay, now I finished up with PicMonkey and designed my graphic. I'm going to take it over to my Word program and size it to fit my board and reverse it. You always want to make sure you reverse your image or your text when you're doing this technique. Okay, now we're ready to put the graphics on. I'm using this product from DecoArt. It's called Decoupage. It's the exact same as Mod Podge. This is what I was able to get on Amazon though, and it works just as well, and it's a little bit cheaper. Okay, now we're ready to put the graphic on. You just want a nice, even, thin coat. You don't want it too thick, and just spread it over the whole piece of paper from end to end. And after you've got it all evenly coated, you want to turn it over and press it on the board firmly. Make sure it's lined up and it's even on both ends. And then you're just going to push all the air bubbles out of it. You want to make sure it adheres really well to the wood. Just rub your hand across it. You can feel if there's any little air bubbles or anything that are in the paper. Okay, now we've waited 12 hours and we're going to take a damp cloth, just light water, and just spread it all over all of the paper, and you wet it just enough so you can start to see the graphics show through. And once you've done that, you're just going to lightly just start to rub away the paper. You don't want to rub it too hard because you'll actually rub the graphic right off. So just take your time. You need lots of patience when you're doing this. And just keep rubbing until all of the paper is off all of the graphics. Now this sign I'm going to hang on a chair in my garden, so I'm going to drill 2 holes in the top, and then I'm going to put a burlap rope through it that will make it look really rustic to hang off of the chair. Last step, I'm going to use a Varathane polyacrylic in a matte finish. I really like the matte finish for my projects. Just it looks good and makes it have more of an antique feel to it than having the glossy finish. And I'm going to put a really good coat on this because it is going to be outside and I want it to weather well. Our very rustic, weathered look veggie sign. Perfect for my garden. Hope you guys have fun making one.